Hi, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the 5-day, 5-minute Gold and Silver Challenge. Yes, and I am Caroletta Umoja of OSHA Unlimited. OSHA, again in Hebrew, means wealth. So, wealth unlimited is what I wish for everyone. Okay, so we're going to start off day one. And we're going to be talking today about a mindset shift. Why wealthy people buy assets, not liabilities. Have you ever noticed how the rich never talk about saving money in the bank? They don't focus on just making money, they focus on keeping it and growing it. Meanwhile, the average person is stuck in a cycle: earn, spend, struggle, and repeat. And when they do save, they leave it in a bank account where it loses value every year. Why? One of the main reasons is because of inflation. Did you know that most people cannot cover a $400 emergency without using a credit card? Today, we're starting this challenge by breaking a mindset trap that most people don't even realize they're stuck in. And it's because that's what we were taught. Go to work, no, go to school, get a good job, go to work, retire. Oh, and this is a wonderful life. But as we can see, it hasn't necessarily been working for everyone. Okay. So let me remind you of the two simple definitions that I gave you in the intro, but I want to give them to you again, and I want you to hold on to these as we go through these 5 days. Assets make you money or hold value over time. Liabilities take money out of your pocket and lose value over time. The rich don't play the same game as everyone else. Instead of stacking cash, they stack assets, things that hold or increase in value over time. Look at these two people. Let's look at John. He makes $100,000 a year. He saves money in the bank and he spends the rest on cars, clothes, entertainment, and those things. Then we have Mary. She makes the same 100,000 every year, but instead of holding cash, she puts her extra money into gold, silver, real estate, and businesses. Let's fast forward 10 years into both of their lives. John is still grinding, still working hard, and still very frustrated that his savings aren't growing that much. Mary has built wealth that is working for and not against her. I recall being in college. Now, granted, that was about 40 years ago, but some of you might be able to relate to my story. My friends and I would have not so nice conversations about some of our professors wearing the same jeans and sweatshirt or basic black skirt and switching up the tops. Like we didn't even know. Like, really? But we would say things like, why don't they buy some clothes? One of my professors in particular, he would eat sardine sandwiches every day for lunch. My finite mind or my finite thinking and limited mindset wanted me to believe that either they didn't have enough money to do better or they just weren't making enough. Later, I discovered that these people were not investing in liabilities, but putting their money into assets while I was buying shoes, clothes, living for the weekend to go out for whatever entertainment was out there for that weekend. Are you getting me? Don't waste valuable time on things that will only lose value. It's never too late to start moving some things around to secure and protect your future. Remember, gold and silver are real money. They don't lose value over time, and that's why the rich always have a portion of their wealth in precious metals. Now, remember, I told you that also in the intro about the dollar and it being disconnected from the gold standard. It being disconnected from gold, aka the gold standard in 1971. That's when it ended. And since then, the dollar's purchasing power has been dropping and dropping and dropping, and it has dropped at least by 90%. But meanwhile, gold and silver have skyrocketed in value. I looked up the price for gold today and it was at $2,900. Um, I know that gold will be over $3,000 probably by March. But if you don't want to believe it, then just watch and see. Just start taking a look at the gold and silver prices and how they go up. Yes, some days they'll have a dip and go the opposite way, but most times if it goes the opposite way, it'll go a couple of dollars and the next day it will surpass that amount coming back the other way. So if we want to do what the rich people do, we have to change our mindset and start diversifying our portfolios. We cannot just put our money in the bank and hope that that is going to grow our money. It's like putting our money in a bucket with holes in it because it is deteriorating, it is going down, it is losing value every day. So I had asked you to write down 3 assets you owned and look at those assets and write down 3 liabilities that are draining your money. Even if it's something as simple as going to Starbucks every day buying coffee on your way to work. That is a liability that is probably draining some money that you could be taking that same, I don't even know how much coffee costs, but that same $5, $10 that you're spending at Starbucks and putting that into purchasing some gold or some silver. That's what I mean by shifting your liabilities to some assets. So that is what we were going to talk about today. My 5 minutes are up. And tomorrow, we're going to just keep moving forward, and we're going to talk about the decline of this dollar. And so I look forward to seeing everyone. Until then, just have a blessed evening and let's work on shifting our mindsets. Have a great evening.